As we've looked at and prayed about what we want our post-adoption counseling center to look like, we really wanted to operate out of a framework that was going to focus on families and on healing. We saw a model that we felt like was the best fit for us. It's called the Trust-Based Relational Intervention Model, or TBRI for short. The model was developed by Drs. Karen Purvis and David Cross out of Texas Christian University in Fort Worth. It is an investment model of parenting, so that means that parents have to give a lot of their energy, of their time, of themselves, even more than you would see in a traditional parenting model. However, the returns on that investment are immeasurable. This model looks at kids that come from hard places. And when we talk about a child from a hard place, that's going to be a child that has experienced a difficult birth, a difficult pregnancy, early hospitalization, abuse, neglect, or trauma. There is a multitude of research that talks about the effects of those events on a child's brain chemistry. So our goal is to help parents understand that brain chemistry better and be able to see the behavior, the need that is behind the behavior that children are expressing. Oftentimes that need is for safety, for attachment, for communication. So our hope is that we can help parents to develop that. Oftentimes our children have lost their voice. They have not had parents or caregivers that have told them that they are precious, that have shown that to them. And that's led to them feeling unsafe. And it leads to them being left on their own in a world that was designed for families, that was designed for parents to teach and to guide and protect their children. So in this model, we are focusing on helping meet these kids where their developmental trajectory got derailed. We have to meet them in that place and begin to pick up the pieces and help them to get back on track so that they can flourish. The trust-based relational intervention model is founded on 3 principles of parenting: connecting, empowering, and correcting. Oftentimes in traditional parenting, we see all of these things. In traditional parenting models, you're going to spend the bulk of your time correcting your child. The goal is to create behavioral change and help them become successful adults. Then parents are going to spend a lot of their time empowering their kids or meeting those physical needs for food, for clothing, for shelter. And then they're also going to spend some of their time connecting with their child, actually building that relationship with them. When we look at that and we have the bulk of our time being spent with correcting and then empowering and then connecting, it doesn't really build a stable pyramid for our child. It builds something with a wobbly foundation. So what TBRI is going to do is invert that pyramid. And now we're going to spend the bulk of our time connecting with our child, building that trust relationship. That is vital for children to feel safe, for them to build attachment with their parents, and also to create a foundation for successful behavior as they grow. Then we're also going to spend a lot of our time empowering. That would be that middle level of our pyramid that we're creating. We're meeting those physical needs, we're meeting our children's sensory needs, and we're not neglecting correcting. That's still on our pyramid. However, it establishes a firm foundation for our kids. Our hope is that in using this model and in coming to our counseling center, that our families will experience a growth in their relationship with one another, that children will begin to feel safe, and that healing will take place, and that out of that there will be a depth of relationship in our families, an enjoyment of one another, and that our families will have a clearer picture of God's heart for them and for adoption.